think I should be live. Okay, should be live now. Hello for anyone who is there. Hello, come on in. I am live. Let me pick a deck and grab one. Hello, everyone. I'm doing readings. I think I started right on time. Thank goodness. I was a bit worried. Hello, I got my cards ready. Oh. Stream should be here. See if we have people who want readings. Hey, Crystal, how are you? Anybody is welcome to ask a question. Move my hairs out of the way. What month will Jay try to make contact with me? And I'm doing great today. It's a nice Sunday. You know, the weather's still warm. I love summer. How are you, Crystal? What month will Jay make contact with me? Let's see. Let's see if I can pull this. It's kind of stiff. The Lovers. So that could possibly be Gemini season, which I believe is May to June. I think it ends June 20th, starts May 21st, maybe. I don't have the exact dates, but Gemini season. So it might be either next year, possibly. I don't know if this is possibly like a connection that where you guys have gone distant for a while. If it is not that time period, then it more likely will have to be another air sign season. And I think the next air sign season would be Libra, which would be around, I believe, October-ish, if I'm getting my Libra dates right, but Libra season. So somewhere look for like the air seasons, but you know. We have Kate. Hello, Kate. Will X give me another chance? And I'm glad that you're doing well, Crystal. Okay, we have been no contact, and the next air sign is Libra, my birthday. So yeah, they might reach out for your birthday. Let's see. I don't know why exes do that. Why do exes always reach out on your birthday? You know what? Kate, will X give me another chance? Ooh, cards flew out there. Ow, sorry, guys. All right, well, X give me another chance. Let's see. All right, we got Strength. To be honest, I think so. Strength is about patience and endurance and, you know, coming together and having time to just wait. So I think so. I think X would definitely do that for sure. Yeah, I have no clue why they do that. Any other questions, guys? I am here. I'm going to try to be here for an hour today. So I'm probably going to be here till 5. So if anyone has questions, like, feel free to ask. I love taking them. Plus, you know, as a reader, it's always good when you have, you know, people right here to like you can come in contact with and read for, since I can't always do it in person. All right, let's see. I am doing well, Kate. Thank you. And I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you guys are having a good day. I know the weather is nice here. No rain. Yesterday was all rainy and gloomy. And I was like, ugh, I don't want to walk out there. So I had to walk on the treadmill. But now I get to walk outside. And I'm like, thank goodness. I love walking outside. Hi, Coffee. How are you? Feel free to come on in and ask a question, everyone. I'm just shuffling away, trying to get these cards in the right order. I think I put them back in my little deck. Some of them were the wrong side. Like some of them were up, some of them were down. Life is good. That's good to hear. Yana, hello to you too. Have a question. When will I get into my next relationship? Let us see. When will Yana? Oh, this one fell right out. That is the 6 of Swords. So yeah, you're definitely moving on. Then we have the 9 of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so next relationship. It looks like you're leaving things behind. Like you said before, you're like ready to move on. I think it's a matter of just getting in the complete right state of mind, because the 2 of Pentacles is a card about flexibility, and so it really depends on you and deciding more so what you want, because sometimes with the 2 of Pentacles it can have to do with trying to reassess all of your options and not knowing specifically maybe what you want. You know, if you do know what you want, it's quite possible that the cards are saying that there's a lot of elements at play, meaning there's probably some options around you, and it's just a matter of honing in on what you believe will be the best fit for what you're going for. Like if you want marriage, if you just want a relationship where maybe you're committed and you're not tying the knot, if you want somebody you can live with, like it's depending on what option you're looking for is what the cards are saying. But there's people available to you for sure with the 2 of Pentacles there. Paulo wants to ask, Paola, why did I say Paulo? Paola wants to ask, I want to ask, is the connection real or is it just in my head? I hope everyone's doing well. Come on in, everyone. Happy to do readings. And you are welcome, Yana. Okay. Oh, card just flew out. Okay. I think it's real. We got the sun card here. You know, the sun's luminous, bright, clear as day. I think the connection's real for sure. You know, can't ignore the sun at all. It's pretty clear. Is anything going to happen between me and Eddie? Since this card flew out as soon as I looked at your question. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. I think so. I think something's going to happen. The Knight of Pentacles doesn't usually work hard at nothing. They may work hard. It may take some time, but something happens. I'm not sure if I feel a deep connection with him, if he feels the same way, or if I'm just a game to him. The Knight of Pentacles is usually very serious. And we got the 9 of Swords here. I guess that's you kind of concerned about whether this person is truly interested, and we have the Fool here. I think this person is actually interested. They're just kind of slow to make a move, and they like to take their time and really assess everything in a way that maybe taking too much time, or just feels like, man, this is really drawing out. We're not going anywhere. The Knight of Pentacles can be that way. But the cards are kind of saying with the Fool on the end that there's a lot more options out there for you. The Fool has the world at its fingertips to just go out there and explore. There's so many people in the world. So I think if you want to wait on Eddie, then yeah, something can happen, but you don't have to. The cards say you don't have to do that at all. Like you don't have to even worry about this situation. You can find someone else. Like you're a bright, fun, intelligent, probably beautiful human being more than likely. So you have options. You have options with the Fool card here. Oh, you're welcome, Paola. I haven't ran him until recently. Last time I saw him was 6 years ago. Oh, okay. So then, you know what? I think maybe it's a sign. Who knows? You know, keep your options open for sure. You know, you never know why you run into people, but then also at the same time, you don't want to sit around waiting and contemplating and thinking about what if, you know. Okay, you ran into him after 6 years. Okay, I think I read that wrong. Okay, yeah, you never know. It's always weird you see somebody again after you've seen them for such a long time. Like, But for sure, I think this person would possibly be interested in the opportunity of you guys like connecting in that way. But don't wait around for Eddie. Eddie's slow. Eddie's slow moving is what we're getting here from the cards. And Paola wants to know, would he want to commit, or is it just something superficial? Let's see. Would he want to commit with these cards? Or is it just superficial? I think they'd want to commit. We have the Four of Pentacles here. That's a very committal type of energy. For sure, fours are representing of stability. I think this person would want to commit. I don't think they see you as something superficial. How is your Black Beauty study going? What are you currently working on? My Black Beauty study, I finished the Black Beauty study for women. I also technically finished the one for men. I just haven't posted it. And I just haven't done the Ashleisha video, I think. But I want to do a video on Ashleisha Black women as well. But I'm not currently working on that because I know that those things take time. And I just don't have time right now at all. All I'm doing is like work, study, got my tarot channel now, and a bunch of other hobbies that I do. Like I just did my nails last night. I don't know if you can see them. They're like little oranges. So I have a bunch of hobbies and stuff. But yeah, I'm busy. And this summer, yeah, I definitely went. I vlogged too. So if you guys follow me on TikTok, then I went to Vegas, London, Amsterdam, Dubai, Japan. So I went a lot of places this year. And I am planning to like try to go more places if I have time and money. Life's tough. And then guys, let me know how your summer's been. Like, what have you guys been up to? Astronauts. Oh, thank you so much for the compliment. I think that is the Google complex girl. Googleplex girl. Am I separating in my mind? Googleplex. I can't pronounce, girl. It's my dyslexia. But thank you for the compliment. And let me know how your summer is going is what I was trying to say. Let me know what you guys have been up to. I'm curious. Hi, Brandy. Can you do the reading for is my intuition correct about this person? Yes, of course I can do that. I can do that reading. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it was awesome. All the trips were amazing. Coffee. Like I had a great time going to all the different places. I love traveling. That's probably one of my favorite things. So anytime I get to travel, I'm like, yes. Is your intuition correct? We had the Four of Wands. I think your intuition's correct about this person. King of Swords. That's a very intelligent person. And they have a very sharp wit and sharp mind as well. So I do think your intuition is on the money when it comes to this person. Okay. If I have Neptune in the 10th house with the moon, does the Neptune video apply to me? Neptune beauty applies to if Neptune conjuncts your moon, if Neptune conjuncts your ascendant, or if Neptune conjuncts your sun. I've also seen if Neptune is opposition to any of those. So if you have Neptune opposite your ascendant, Neptune opposite your sun, or Neptune opposite your moon, it can have a strong effect as well because the opposition is the second strongest aspect. So that's what it applies to. I haven't done like a beauty study on Neptune in the 10th house or any other houses. I may have looked at that in terms of personality, but not in terms of beauty and how it affects it. You mentioned Ardra a lot in your videos. Is this your favorite? I don't really mention, I don't think I mention it more than any others. Maybe I do. But if I'm mentioning Ardra, it's probably because I might have been studying it at the time, or like I just happen to know a lot of Ardra people, like, or I'm in contact with them. Like I've just met like I think 3 new Ardra people lately. So it's just a placement that I come in contact with a lot. And so I may know a little bit more about them. But I don't have a favorite at all. And, you know, I just happen to just know a lot of them. I had a personal trainer who was like Ardra too. So, which I didn't expect, because I mean, not that I don't expect Ardra people to be fit, but like, they're not usually like the placement known for like bodybuilding, is what I'm saying. Okay, we have Nikki West has a question. Oh, and you're welcome, Paola. Yeah. Why is he attracted to me? And what does he want? Thank you. Love your videos. I'm glad you love the videos. Thank you so much. I love doing them. Why is he attracted to me? 10 of Cups. He just feels like you're the full package, to be honest. Like husband, wifey material, something along the lines of that. Everything that they're looking for, having a lot of emotional maturity, having a sense of peace and happiness when they're around you. So that's generally, they feel like you're just a great person who is excitable, who they can see spending the rest of their life with. And what does he want? I think I just described what he wants. He wants something long-term, wants something committed, wants something that is going to involve you two being together for a very, very long period, if not forever. Like, this person is very romantic. Oh, thank you, Kate. Thank you so much. I'm trying to see if did you have a question, Kate, or you just gave that? I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss any questions. How can I know I have changed? Can I ask, how have I changed in the past 5 years? Yes, Z, you can ask that. Let me pick up this card here. How can I ask, have I changed in the past years? Maybe I'm attracted to readings with Ardra energy. That's also possible. You know, I'm definitely attracted to readings with certain cards as well. But Ardra energy is great. Like, all the Nakshatra placements are amazing. I love Ardra people. They are so hardworking and brilliant. I just met an Ardra lady, and she is like taking on the job of like 3 or 4 people right now. It's insane what they can do. Like, they're not human. How can I ask, how have I changed in the past 5 years? Let's see. Ace of Cups. So you have grown emotionally, possibly being able to express empathy, more than likely having more compassion for yourself and others. Judgment, that is you leaving the past behind, having a stronger sense of direction and purpose, knowing who you are, feeling your own power, and feeling stronger within yourself. Sorry, it's like a bug that flew on the glass, but feeling stronger within yourself and having the courage to overcome obstacles. It just kind of represents you just growing so much and expanding your mind and your horizons and just totally transforming into this wonderful open person. Because when you get the positive aspects of Pluto energy, it can represent standing up for yourself and other people and ensuring that you are getting the treatment that you deserve. So that is how you have changed. It's like you see yourself in a new light. And I think other people are seeing that too. Are you going to do a video on Revity? I think it's Revity. I'm learning how to pronounce them correctly because people have called me out. But because I learn by reading things better than hearing. I don't know why. So my mind will just make up a pronunciation. But will I do a video on Revity? I do want to. I think the actual, Kamala Harris's running mate, does he have a sun or moon in Revity? Right? Another mercurial placement. That's why his words are kind of sticking and really getting under Trump's skin, because Trump has like gestive trait placements, and you know, like it's like the battle of the mercurial people going on in the placement. So definitely Revity does not have an issue with handling somebody Jesta. It's the last and final nakshatra. So very powerful nakshatra, to be honest. But yeah, I will plan to do a video. I don't have favorites, but I do like Revity a lot. So I do want to say that. So I definitely want to do a video on them. But I think the order, if I'm doing the videos, the next one would probably be Black Beauty Study or Barney, because I did an Ashwini video, and the next one is the second next after Barney. And I do, like I said, or have the Black Male Beauty Study done. So I might as well just film it. That was a good question. Yeah, you guys have been asking very great questions. If I'm studying dentistry and I have Rahu in Taurus in the second house, will it serve my purpose? You know what? I have not studied dentistry, so I don't want to lead you astray. And I think only you can decide really what your purpose is. But I will say the second house does rule your mouth, and Rahu is often a placement that represents, like, it does represent your life path, but I've also seen it represent your career in your area of expertise is what I've kind of seen it connected with, because I know when I've seen people have Rahu transits to like their communication houses, then they're in a lot of communication and contact with people who are very professional in relation to those houses. So somebody who might be like a master in something. So if you get like Rahu transit, the third house, you may come in contact with some of the best mechanics or something along the lines of that. So for sure it can, if you want that to be your purpose, you know. Rohini. Wait, did I miss a question, Paolo, about Rohini? Did you you have ascendant and Barney. Okay, that is great. Wow, that's really cool. I love that placement. Very, very like powerful. Like they're very much like, that's the word I'm looking for. Like they have their own unique expression. And that's what I really love about that placement. What is that? I'm trying to think. Super cool. What were Lucy and Masum most jealous of? What were they most jealous of? I could try to ask that, but you know, like in their entire life or as a specific situation that, oh, this popped out. Okay. Oh, and you're welcome, Z. I think that's a good pick a card question. I think I may have missed that. It's okay. I'm trying to think. Most jealous of in me. Okay. I'm most jealous of in you. Okay. Since that popped out, and this and this. Okay. So we have the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Empress here. So what they're most jealous of when it comes to you is the fact that you seem to be a very generous and helpful and considerate person. And I don't think they have the same qualities in themselves. They might be a little bit more selfish, or it's possible that they may feel like you have a lot more to offer. You have a lot more to give. And I don't think they think those things of themselves. And when we have the Knight of Swords reversed, it's almost like you try your best not to get tongue-tied or involved in conversations that just don't benefit or serve you. The Knight of Swords is just like, let me avoid the nonsense altogether when it's reversed. And so they feel like you're somebody who does their best to avoid sort of like drama is what I'm getting to this. And I just believe that overall with the Empress energy, it kind of goes into what I was saying before, how they are just kind of mad about your open and giving nature, your creativity, your beauty, your kindness. The Empress carries herself with love and respect. And one thing that I noticed about the Empress energy is it can represent somebody just being happy. So you may just look like a very happy person who avoids drama, who avoids negativity. And they're like, man, this person just seems like they're the best thing since sliced bread or something like that. And really, you're just a positive person. Who love all your love all your videos, by the way. I internally wait for whichever videos you do and in whatever order. Thank you, Nikki. That's so sweet. You always bring another layer to them that I find to be true. Wow, thanks so much. That means a lot to me because I put a lot of effort into those videos. And you are welcome, Paola. Oh, we have Coffee saying, oh, I think Getty is saying, spot on. Thank you so much. They were jealous of all of those things. You got it spot on. Oh, thank you. That's good to hear. Did I miss another one? Does my spirit guide, my main one, have a message for me? Coffee says, does my spirit guide have a main message for me? Let's get into that. And also, guys, if you want to get to like the front of the line, if we get a lot of questions and comments and stuff, you could just super chat and then you would be at the front. But let's go. I'm just going to go in order. Does my spirit guide have, oh, okay, they might have two messages because these just came out. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Chariot. So that represents just kind of working with the resources or people around you to achieve your goals. Don't try to do everything on your own. If you are Mr. or Mrs. Independent, don't take on the load by yourself, and make sure that you finish what you start, because both of those cards represent a job completed. Don't leave any strings loose, dot all your I's, cross all your T's, make sure everything is good. But then, also make sure that you celebrate your own victories, as well as acknowledge the people that may have helped you on the ways. And in general, this can just represent that you have some great things coming your way with the Chariot. The Chariot, I've gotten it to represent months, years, or weeks where you're just like, oh, I finally got what I want. Like, I worked so hard and I got it now. And it's been amazing. Like, I got it to represent like getting a job I want, or getting like a certain salary I wanted, things along the lines of that. So be sure to celebrate your successes, but make sure you are kind and acknowledge the people who may have helped you get there. So, and you're also having some good things coming your way in terms of things you wanted to accomplish. That, hope that resonates, Coffee. Okay. Also, what are your thoughts on the Revati, keep saying Revati, etc. in general? Oh, you're welcome, Coffee. What are your thoughts on Revati Nakshatra in general? That Nakshatra in comparison to Ashwini, I find it hard to tell the difference between them sometimes. Oh, that's easy. The difference is Revati has a little bit more self-awareness, especially when it comes to their own abilities and who they are. Definitely, there's a lot of similarities in the sense that they can both be very creative and like to be ambitious and focus on being unique, but Revati is a little bit more self-aware. So they're a little bit more calculated, a little bit more understanding. Whereas Ashwini, they can get that way towards more later than life. Revati is going to get there faster. Also, Revati is going to be a little bit better at communicating and with words. You can often find Revati people being like mimicked because they'll have a certain way that they say something, or they'll sound very poetic, or they might emphasize a word to like make themselves stand out. Also, another thing with Revati is that you'll often see them kind of like fake it until you make it. So they'll come up with this sort of, I'm confident, I'm the ish, like I'm that, I don't need your compliment, get out of my face, whatever. It's almost like they'll put on this facade of confidence. It's usually not true because everyone's kind of a little bit insecure inside. And you'll see that with Revati people more. They'll brag on themselves a lot more. And also they can be a little bit more, what's the word? Maybe like blunt in a way. Ashwini people can be blunt too, but they're blunt in a way where it's almost kind of like a bull in a china shop, versus Revati people are kind of more, they can be blunt in a way where they specifically have an intention in mind. So a lot of Revati people will try to like test people, or if I say this, I know this person's going to react this way. So it can be a little sometimes if they're not that nice, or if they're not a good person, they can be a little bit more manipulative, versus Ashwini people may not be knowingly manipulative if they're that way. So that's something. But they're definitely amazing people. I love Revati people. I had a friend in high school who was Revati. Also, Revati people tend to be like very, very shy when they're younger, versus Ashwini people not as shy usually. What, I got lost in that question. What's the point of the difficult experience I'm having? Kate asks. Okay. What is the point of the difficult experience I'm having? Okay, let's get into that question. What is the point of the difficult experience I'm having? The Hermit. I guess the point is to do some reflection and inner growth, and to really think about how you want to exist in your day-to-day, because Hermit represents Virgo. And then it can also have to do with conflict resolution, because the Hermit, because it's connected to Virgo, the house of conflict, it is about analyzing the way that you go about solving things and trying to find the most efficient method for you. And also it can bring about a sense of independence as well. So instead of looking for like maybe other people to solve your problems, not saying that you do this at all, but instead of doing that, it's about growing and doing things for yourself and understanding more about who you are and how you want to do things and the life that you want to create for yourself. So that's more than likely the point of the difficult time, but it's also time for obviously growth, because the Hermit is a guide, and it's about learning, self-discovery, having to find out more about the person that you are inside, essentially. Says, you got my reading accurate. I'm shook. I'm so glad I got it accurate. That is amazing to hear. Hi Bernie, I would like to ask how an ex-friend Justin feels about me at this point in time. They have a crush on me, but I couldn't reciprocate. This was years ago, but they come up in my head still. Okay. And also, if anybody has a question that they want to be asked right away, feel free to super chat and I'll be able to get to it. I am here till 5. Just want to reiterate that. So, because we have people coming in and out. Okay. Would like to ask how ex-friend feels about me. Okay. Ex-friend feels about me. Hey, had a crush, didn't reciprocate. Ex-friend feels about me. Okay. Let me get that card. How an ex-friend feels about me. We have the Four of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. To be honest, I think they have put that crush to bed, because a lot of times I'll get the Wheel of Fortune to represent things moving on. I mean, sometimes it's moving on to something good, but since it's the Four of Swords, it's about putting things to rest, putting things to bed, having things kind of like come to a moment of like pause or close in a way. So I don't think they still have that crush, if that's what you're asking, Catherine. I know they're still in your head, but it's not highly likely that they still feel that same. Not that they don't think about you. They may still very well think about you, just not in the romantic sense. Okay, I have another question. Okay. Let's answer it. I'm just going to say plexed girl, because my brain does not want to pronounce all the G's and O's. The issues with being dyslexic. Plexed girl. I have another question. Let's do this. Okay. Do they wonder about me? We got the, oh, thank you, Paola. Do they wonder about me? We got the 3 of Wands. Yes, they wonder about you. For sure. The 3 of Wands is definitely wondering like where their investment has gone. So they're sort of thinking about you. There's like a hornet climbing on the glass. Like my heart stopped. I thought it was inside. Yes, they wonder about you for sure. What they're wondering, we could ask. Queen of Swords. That's not as clear. Just general. I guess they just generally have thoughts of you, what you're doing, what you're thinking about, how life is going, what you've been up to. Just general thoughts. Oh, we got TT. Hi, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're doing well, TT. What are AK's next actions? Okay. And remember, guys, if you want your question like right away, feel free to super chat and I will get to it immediately. Otherwise, I will be here till 5 answering readings for free. I love doing readings, so it is no problem if you mind waiting. Okay, what are AK's next actions? What are their next actions? 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups doesn't take actions. They kind of just sit and daydream. Next to the 9 of Wands, which would technically be reversed. So they're not really taking any actions. Is this person someone you're romantically seeing, TT? Because they're kind of like thinking about all the different, options they may possibly have. And they're trying to decide what their next move is. If they want to move in your direction, or if they want to move in the direction of someone else, or if they want to even stay single or something along the lines of that. But that's kind of what's going on through their head. These are cards of inaction, to be completely honest. So they may be waiting for you. The 9 of Wands reverse would be waiting for somebody else to make a move, is what I'm seeing there. Thank you for the accurate reading. I knew along. Oh, thanks so much. I'm so glad I was accurate for you. Wow. Thank you. That's so good to hear. Trying to send you a tip, but my stupid if you guys are struggling, you could use, I don't know if you guys have PayPal or Cash App. This is my PayPal address. And I have to look up my Cash App. I don't even know how to. I almost, let me see, Cash App. I'm always sending people money because they're always borrowing money from me. But like, my Cash App is, where is it typing? I had to look at my phone. Sorry. That is my Cash App. Okay. So, thank you, Coffee. Now, what question was I doing next? Thank you so much. So I put if you want to do PayPal or Cash App, that's easier. Let me go back to the top. I was reading somebody's question. I'm trying to make sure I go in order so I don't miss anyone. Okay, Z, you had the next question. Can I ask what generational curses I have broken, if any? Oh, that's a really good question. I like that one. And hi, Ari. I probably sent that a while ago. I'm trying to get to everyone. So Ari was next after Z. Okay, what generational curses have I broken? We have the Hierophant. So if you've had any sort of like traditional values that weren't fitting towards your current system or how things are for you, then this would be the generational curses that you have broken. This represents being like, oh, we had a way of thinking in our family where we believed all the women should stay home and cook. And you, Z, would be the woman who decides, you know what, I want a job. So you've broken very traditional ways of thinking in your family about doing things, possibly even religious related too as well. And then also with judgment here, this is kind of like saying, let's leave behind a lot of the traditions that we've been taught, as well as the Hierophant is connected to Taurus and Judgment is connected to Pluto. So you may have ended some generational curses regarding finances as well, jobs, having to do with your career choices, having to do with being more accepting to different cultures. Like I said, when Pluto is in a good place, it's very accepting. It fights for everyone's rights. So you may be very open-minded in comparison to how things may have been previously in generations in your family. Also, there may have been some possibly some sort of like psychicness within your family. I don't know if it's repressed. I don't know if you guys may have just not acted on it. But when we have this Hierophant, this Taurus type of energy with this Pluto energy, it can represent like a family having a legacy, having to do with psychicness and the occult and things like that. And it can represent you enacting and going towards your gifts. If you have some, that is just what I'm throwing out there. Oh, thanks for sending it. Hold on, log on, come back. Oh, yeah, thank you so much. Wow, so sweet. Who was after Z? I believe it was Ari. Should I move to Florida at the beginning of next year? Or will I be able to? Should I move at the beginning of next year? The Page of Wands. I think you'll definitely be able to. And the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, that's yes, a yes. I think you will be able to. You're going to be in a good position financially to move at the beginning of next year. And you should definitely go for it. It's going to be new. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. You're going to love it. The next place you're going to move to, you're going to actually love, and you're going to feel like, oh, this is home. I can decorate it to my liking. This feels like the place I need to be. Okay, Grace is next. And Grace says, hello, may I ask, did envy felt, how they felt when I confessed my feelings back then? What was he thinking? How they felt when you confessed your feelings? Okay, how did envy feel when Grace confessed their feelings? Okay. 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So for sure, envy took your confession very, very seriously. They felt that you were somebody to be respected. And honestly, I think they were 100% flattered. I don't know if you guys are in a relationship or if they may have rejected your feelings or the case may be. We got the Three of Cups. But like I said, this person was definitely flattered, felt good about your confession, took it very seriously, and really evaluated whether you two would be a good match. Like, I don't know, like I said, if you're currently in a relationship with this person. With the Three of Wands on the end, it would suggest that they were trying to keep their options open. But for sure, this person took it very, very seriously and enjoyed, like, they liked what you had to say. You know, it was a good thing. You said he rejected it, but you were just confused on how he felt. Yeah, he didn't take it in a bad way. Like, he was like, oh, he was like, wow, okay, it's good. Like, not like it's good that you like me, but like, I feel good about it. That's how he felt. Trying to scroll up. There's so many questions. Let's see if I can get to most of them. Oh, what's happening here? Okay. I am clicking on things. There we go. All right. It is 444, at least over here. I'm here to at least 5, everyone. So if you have a question and you really need to get it answered, feel free to super chat. If not, I'm just going to go in order. Catherine says, okay, better to ask than overthink. I wish you the best in the future. Yes, I agree. And I'm wishing everyone the best. You too, Catherine. What to do to have more attractive aura? Oh, what can you, oh, so what can you do to have more attractive aura? A more attractive aura. Okay. What to do to have a more attractive aura? Paula wants to know, what can you do to have more attractive aura? Let's see. To have a more attractive aura, temperance. Be more balanced, be more fair, be more agreeable in a sense. You know, don't do too much. Don't be argumentative. Be accepting of other people. Be accepting what they have to say. If you don't agree with them, you say, you know what, I don't agree, but that's your opinion. And I'm going to keep it peaceful. The temperance card is very calm, very patient, and very understanding of other people. And doing that will make you more attractive by being more agreeable. Not saying that you're not agreeable, but being agreeable will generally make you appeal to be more attractive. Ari asks, why do people end up becoming jealous of me in friendships? Like, what's the main reason? And Prism says, hi, hey, gorgeous. Hi, Prism. You're gorgeous too. Why do people end up doing that? Four of Wands. It's just to show the card, the glare. Four of Wands. The Moon. The Empress. Oh, okay. Well, we got the Four of Wands and the Empress, and we know that represents being happy and being passionate and expressing yourself and being individual. And the Moon can represent having sort of like psychic, intuitive, being empathetic, being someone who is in touch with their femininity or feminine side. So you might be very in touch with your feminine side and very in tune with yourself, and being someone who is very accepting of all of your gifts, even if you don't completely understand them. Someone who is going to be very, what's the word for it? Observant of other people and being open towards other people too, because the Moon can represent the general people and nourishment. And also the thing about the Moon is it's magnetic. It's magnetic. People just gravitate towards the Moon. People find the Moon to be fascinating. So generally people just might find you to be a pleasant looking person. They may enjoy your aura. They may feel like you're a happy person. They may have just good vibes for people, that you're very sociable. I did a video on Moon ruled men, and one of their natures was being very sociable, being open, being wanting to communicate and talk to people and understand what they're thinking and how they're feeling. So you just may have a lot of social grace. And I think that is why people may get jealous of you in friendships, Ari. Okay. Oh, don't be sad, Paola. Like, I hope I don't say anything sad. If anything I said upset you, just know that there's always something greater and amazing coming for you, for sure. Like, you're going to have great things happening for you. And, you know, I'm just a reader. At the end of the day, we all decide our own futures and what's going to happen for us, to some degree. We get to choose our path. Like, I don't want to upset anyone. I want everyone to feel good, you know, coming away from a reading, because, you know, I think you guys are amazing. You guys have been supporting me, and I really appreciate it. So let's get to some more questions. What are Aries' feelings towards me? Prism asks. Why can't I say the word prism? Prism asks. Okay. Prism asks, what are Aries' feelings towards me? Oh! Justice. They're thinking really hard about you and trying to decide how you two can best come together, balance each other out. The Three of Wands, just a lot more thinking and reflecting on the possibilities of a future together, and trying to understand how you two can come together in a way that may be harmonious and balanced. I think they're thinking about, do we share the same values? Will our families get along? Do we have the same passions? Will our friends, you know, connect, or will it be a good immersion of our friendship circles and things along the lines of that? Can we sustain and build something together? do we have the same morals? Like this person is like taking a hard look at things. So how they feel about you is they're sort of thinking towards like a future with you and trying to envision it in a way which they can actualize it and make it a reality. The hangman, more thinking. Uh, so more thinking about like, how can we make this work and come together? So whatever it is, I do think it's romantic, and they will likely want to form a relationship and a bond and a connection, especially with justice there and the 3 of Wands. They're just thinking, how will this be something that can be potentially lasting and long term? That's what they're thinking, Prism. Like, and how they feel about you. They feel good. Obviously, if they're thinking trying to make things long term, they're like, I want to think about this seriously. Like, I really want to consider how I feel about this person. And just generally, 3 of Wands as an emotion is like excitement and anticipation. So they may be excited and anticipating when they're going to see you. Okay, guys, we have 10 minutes left. So if you have a question and you really want an answer, you're probably gonna have to super chat and see where that goes. Let's see. Who am I? Who's next? Who's next? It's Duggan's okay for sure. Send. Did I do? How did AK feel? Is that the same question? Am I doing this right? Maybe I don't think I did that. I don't think I did the question TT. How does AK feel? Did I do that one? No, I'll just do it. I don't think I did that one. Okay, how does AK feel? Let's see. About me. Let's see. They feel like you're a new beginning, like a new path to tread on, someone who is exciting and fresh, like someone like they've never met before. This could potentially be something new and amazing. So they have a very optimistic viewpoint when it comes towards you. Okay, Coffee says, sorry to ask a similar question on this guy, then I'm done. Does he look at every woman like me? Why am I different? Okay. The connection just feels strong for both of us, but I could be delusional. Does he ever look at every woman like me? Why am I different? Why are you different? Wow, that's crazy. We got the full again. I really shuffled. That's crazy. You are different. You have your own individual personality. You're somebody who's unique. You're somebody who is a new, fresh person. You have your own thoughts. You have your own personality. You have your own quirks. Like, you are not like every woman. You are completely different. Okay. You are not like anyone else. Just throwing that out there. You're different. You're unique. You're your own special individual. Oh, we got a super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Who was next after Coffee? Okay. We got Noku. I'm just going to say Noku. Hello. What's next for me in love? What's next for Noku in love? We've got to get to this. We only have so much time left and so many questions and so many amazing questions. And you guys are really great and amazing to allow me to read for you. That is something I don't get very often. I just love reading, man. Maybe next time, one of these days, I might be able to do like a 2-hour reading, hopefully. It depends on how my studying goes. Hopefully I can get a good amount of studying in a way. Let's see. Maybe I'll study at lunch so that during the week I could do something. Let's see. What's next in love? We got the 3 of Swords. So overcoming heartbreak. Not putting in a lot of work and effort in the Star card. So we know whatever's coming next is going to come in rather slowly, but it's going to be something like you've never experienced before. The Star card can represent somebody who is very rare or unusual that's coming in a good way. Like somebody who has star qualities. There are only so many stars. Think about all the people who are, little stars in the world. There's only so few comparison to the billions of people on the planet. So What's next in love is that you'll meet someone who is going to be very special and unique to you. And I think they're going to bring a lot of peace within your life. But it may take some time. It may take some time, is what I'm going to say when it comes to that. But for sure, you have some good things coming for you. And also with the Three of Swords, it represents like overcoming either loneliness, heartbreak, disappointment, and that's going to go out the window. Not is he on the down low? Nikki, I'm not going to out anyone. Like, that's crazy. I can't answer that. That's a wild question. Hopefully not, and if he is, maybe he'll feel comfortable enough opening up to you. He rejected my, I think I read that. How did I know which planet rules me? Well, to know what planet rules you, you look at your sun, moon, and ascendant and which nakshatras they fall into and which nakshatras are they ruled by. So let's say you are an Aries ascendant in Vedic astrology and your sun falls into like 1 degree Aries. You would be falling under Ashwini, and Ashwini is ruled by Ketu. So you would look at your sun, your moon, and ascendant, see what nakshatra they fall into, see who rules that nakshatra. And then between those three, you are likely to have a dominant one. Now, my theory is that people kind of rotate between the dominant ones. Like they may have a dominant one in the early part of their life, and then they may have a dominant one later in their life, and they can kind of rotate depending on the season. But there may be an overall dominant type depending on how people perceive you. So you can ask the people around you, friends, family, coworkers, like how they might describe you or pay attention to how they describe you. And then you would know what your dominant placements are. And then sometimes you can go by how people look, but then sometimes people will look like a certain nakshatra, but then they'll act like another nakshatra that is dominant within their chart. So that's something. How many questions you can ask? You can ask as many as possible. I just go straight in order. So whoever's asking them first is whoever asking them. I think I might have enough for one more question. So I don't put a limit on the questions. I just go down the list and see who's in order. And then if people super chat me, I will address that one first. It's normally planet ruled by your rising. Okay, someone answered that. That's nice. Thank you for answering that, Noku. I don't know about me being in touch with my feminine side, but maybe that's how others see me. Yeah, I think others people might see you in that light. They may see you as somebody who just embodies strong feminine qualities, and it doesn't necessarily have to be about let me look like a doll or something. Strong feminine qualities could be nurturing, empathy, creativity, intelligence, focusing on soft skills, so influencing culture, people. Soft skills have to do with the art of conversation, literal art, technique, being able to communicate with people effectively is like soft skills. So people might see you as very good at that. So somebody very good at communication would be that. Open book when it comes to people. So that would be a soft skill, being able to navigate vulnerability, but also being to protect your own self. Coffee said they did a super chat. I'm trying to remember. Did I miss the super chat? Because I didn't see a question in the super chat. No, it doesn't come up with the question. All I see is the thing, the super chat. I don't see the question in it. Let me go down. I'm hoping I'm not missing that. Oh, we have a super chat. Hi, what similarities does Kay think when we have in common? What similarities does Kay think we have in common? Let me pick up. Cards kind of came out. What similarities do Kay think we have in common? Let's get into this. This is probably going to be the last question, more than likely. We got the 6 of Cups. So you may have like similar childhoods or similar upbringings. So something along the lines of that. They may feel like you've been raised in a certain way, or you may have similar interests. Maybe you both like to, listen to J-pop or K-pop growing up or something along the lines of that. Maybe you both went to public schools between ages, 5 and 10, possibly, but they do think that you have similar things in common, or possibly like your families could be similar in their styles. Like you might be like, oh, we both come from Jamaican households, or we both have parents who were lawyers, or something along the lines of that is more than likely it. If it doesn't fall between those lines, they may feel like you both may just be generally nostalgic people. So you may both like listen to the same kind of old songs, read the same old books or something along the lines of that. Go to like have like a sense of strong nostalgia for things just in general. Like I think 2 years ago or a year ago, I went to 90s Con. So the thing I had in common with all these people is that we were all nostalgic for the 90s. So that could also be literally quite it. And then also it can mean that they may feel like you have a good support system, and they may also have a good support system. A lot of people look for that in other people. Like if they have a good, healthy family, they may be looking for somebody who also has a family who was supportive and kind and secure. Okay, I'm going to do one last question and I'm going to call it done for the day. I hope I didn't miss any super chats because I don't want to miss anything. I'm going to miss questions because it's just going to be it. Figured it out. There was one question. It's pleasure, Paola. I don't think what's the last question? I'm trying to go down the respect the answer, Andy, but he's flirting with me and I'm confused. He gives me download vibes, but I do hope he feels comfortable coming up to me. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, if he's not interested, then, or if he's really is download, then move, just I guess wait for his response to see if that, and confirm that. What will my future wedding like me? What will my future wedding like me? I'm hoping to have a big, extravagant, fun wedding. I mean, what will my future wedding be like? Is that I'm going to say that. What will my future wedding be like? Fun wedding in the winter, no specific year at the moment, maybe 2027 or 2028 or late 2026. So what will your future wedding be like? I'm guessing that's what you're asking, Ari. Wow. Okay. So there's a lot going on. We got the 8 of Wands here. So there is a lot going on. And this does represent things being up in the air. And I think you even said that you haven't picked a year or a date yet. And then we got the 9 of Wands, but it's next to a fire thing. So it's kind of like you get everything you want, but not in the way that you expected. So it's kind of like, I really wanted roses on these certain tables, but now I have roses on every tables, which isn't bad, but it's not exactly what I wanted, but it's not a bad thing that's happening. So your wedding will be kind of like surprise things that you didn't expect to happen, but you're not mad at. You're not like, I'm not mad at that. I like that. That's pretty cool. Or getting what you want in the way you didn't think you want. Like, let's say you wanted a certain venue or at a certain time, and it's all booked, but then somebody cancels because, somebody gets sick or something like that. And you're like, oh, well, that worked out how I wanted it, but in the end. So it's basically it. Yeah, you'll get what you want, just not in the way that you expected things to go, or how you expected things to go, for sure. It's going to be a great wedding and a big celebration. 8 of Wands is like so many people. How many people are you inviting? Because whenever I get the 8 of Wands, I'm like, this is busy. This is so much happening. And people are going to talk a lot about the food, for sure. They're going to talk about it and they're going to say, wow, the food is like crazy. Like, I don't know if you're doing like an open bar. Sometimes 9 of Cups can mean open bar or whatever. But I think that is what we have for today. I'm probably going to be on next week, do another hour, more than likely on the weekend, for sure, because that's when I get my free time. And I'll set the date. I'll set the date that I'm free. It's probably going to be Sunday. And I've got to get back to filming videos too. I have the video for next week. So if you guys want to watch the pick a card, it will be on Thursday at noon. Same with the week after that. I've already filmed the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to be filming the third week now. So I don't like to fall behind. I would like 200 to 800 people. You said 200, 800, 200, 300. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's so many people. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm wishing you the best wedding. That's amazing amount of people. Like, that's so, and congratulations on getting married. I can't believe I didn't say that first. Yeah, congratulations. You're the best energy reader out there, Brandy. Please keep up your work. I will. Thank you so much. And thank you all. I'm going to end it now. I really appreciate you stopping by and letting me read for you. It's been amazing. And I'll see you all next week. All right. Bye.